All right, I am pretty stoked about this one. As of yesterday, I have officially paid off a house and it took me less than 2 years. So first off, help me celebrate by smashing that like button. I am excited. It is so cool to be able to say that I've been able to pay off a house, especially so quickly. It only took less than 2 years to pay off this house and I am pumped. Just know that I don't say it to brag or to bring attention to myself because I know and I fully recognize that I have been extremely blessed by my Heavenly Father. But I do say it in hopes to motivate you so that you will want to get out of debt quicker. I have been extremely diligent in my finances and making sure that I use my money to the best of its ability. So in this video, I am going to completely break down how I was able to pay off a house in less than 2 years. I think the thing that made the biggest impact on my ability to pay off a house that quickly is me wanting to develop passive income streams. So I have developed passive income streams and I take 100% of everything that I get from that and I go and I pay off a house. And that's how I'm able to do it is I take all of my profits and I do not spend any of them except to pay off debt. If you guys want to see more content like this on how to get out of debt quicker, how to develop passive income streams, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get back to the video. All right, so first off, let's break down the house. So the house that I bought it about a year and a half ago, and I will admit it is on the cheaper side. Most people are kind of blown away with how much I spent on it, but I bought a house for $78,000 and it already had a renter in it, so that was really nice. It's kind of a turnkey property. Well, I just kept the tenant and I was able to buy the house for pretty dang cheap. So now let's break down how I was able to pay off that $78,000 loan in a year and a half. And it really started before I even bought the property. So I bought a property that had a shop on it and it had a studio apartment in it, and I turned it into an Airbnb. And that was my first taste of real estate, my first taste of rental properties. So I started an Airbnb and that thing ended up averaging about $1,000 a month. And I took that $1,000 a month and I saved it. I never spent my profits. All right, so after about a year and a half of running this Airbnb, I had the opportunity to go and buy this long-term rental, this $78,000 house. And that one, I'm able to get $1,200 a month in rent. I cover utilities, so really I'm getting about $800 a month in rent, but I take all of those profits and I was paying down the house. So as you can imagine, a mortgage on a $78,000 house is really, really low. And if I took that $1,000 a month that I was making from Airbnb, plus the $800 net that I was making off of this rental and putting it onto that house, paying down that house goes really, really quickly. And then about a year ago, so 6 months or so into owning this long-term rental, I decided to buy another house. So I went, bought another house, and then I ended up moving to it and renting out the house that I was living in, and I'm getting about $1,500 a month on that. So between the three rentals, I have the Airbnb at $1,000 a month, I have the long-term rental that's netting me about $800 a month, and then I have $1,500 a month from the other long-term rental, and I take all of those profits and I'm rolling it onto this $78,000 house. And with that, things just went crazy fast because I was so diligent and I never took profits out of my rental business. I would just take all of those profits and put it onto this house, and that is really how I'm able to pay off a house in less than 2 years. Now, I also have a full-time job. I am a CPA, so I have a full-time job as an accountant, and I do take money from that, and I also put it towards this house. So that way I have extra income as well going to it. So between all the rentals and between being very diligent with my personal finances, I was able to take all of that money to go and pay down this house. So you might be thinking to yourself, well, I don't have rentals. I don't have 3 houses that is bringing in income to help me pay down a house quicker. And I get that. But that doesn't mean that you can't do that. There are opportunities. If you are looking to buy a house, find a house that has a rental opportunity combined with it. Like buy a duplex, house hack a little bit, and that way you are able to develop passive income streams, and it will help you pay off your debt even quicker. And if you can't do those things, be really diligent about what you spend your money on. Track it like crazy and see where you can save, and take that extra money and put it on your mortgage. You would be blown away how just something small as $25 to $50 a month, how much quicker that can help you pay off a loan. And if you can do more than that, you'll be even more astonished. There's just crazy amounts of money that you can save by paying down a mortgage quicker. So along with developing these rental properties to help me with cash flow and be able to pay off houses quicker, like I said, I am extremely diligent about my finances. So my wife and I, we eat in like all the time. We hardly ever eat out, because to me it's just a huge chunk of change goes to eating out. And we do enjoy a date now and again, but it's not like we're eating out every single week. Probably eat out once or twice a month. And then we also just do little things to help us with our personal finances. Like, I haven't bought garbage bags my entire adult life. I just use the plastic bags that we get at a grocery store when we buy groceries. Other little things like that, making sure that my insurance is bundled and that I'm getting the best rate that I possibly can, and making sure that I'm refinancing if interest rates are dropping. I do all those little things because all of those little things, when you add them together, become big things, and those big things can pay down debt so fast. And it is so liberating to just be completely out of debt on a house, to know that I own a house outright. I don't have to worry if the world goes to crap. I have somewhere to live, and it is fantastic. So be extremely diligent about your finances. If you want to check out the last video that I put up, it's going to be right up there. Thank you, subscribe, all those wonderful things, and we'll catch you guys next time.